Kaugnay nga sa verified impeachment complaints laban kay PBBM, makakausap po natin ngayon ang Vice Chairman ng House Justice Committee na si Bukidnon Representative Jonathan Keith Flores. Magandang gabi po sa inyo, Kong.
Magandang gabi po, Ma'am Corina.
Kapag sinabi po natin, Kong, na tinanggap na po ng Justice House Committee or House Justice Committee ang isang impeachment complaint at sinabing ito ay sufficient in form and substance, yung form parang mas madali pong intindihin. Pag sinabi po nating it has enough substance, ano po ang basehan?
Ang substance po is dapat may recital of facts constituting the offense and that the offense must be within the jurisdiction of the House of Representatives, the Justice Committee po. Meaning, dapat impeachable offense po ang nilatag sa impeachment complaint nila.
Ayon, without having to really prove each and every accusation.
Yes, ma'am. Hindi po kailangan i-prove. Ang kailangan lang is that it must constitute an offense that may be impeachable.
Right, as listed, no, as impeachable offenses. Pero ito pong
Yes po.
yes po. Tama po ba yung sinabi po sa akin na kahapon na wala po kayong choice kung hindi tanggapin po ito? I mean, if indeed proven with proper form and substance.
Yes po, walang choice ang Committee on Justice but to receive it once it is referred to the Committee on Justice. Walang option po not to receive it because ang duty din namin is to determine if there is, sabi nyo nga kanina, sufficient ba in form and in substance.
Okay. So ngayong nasa Justice Committee na po, verified na yung dalawa, ibig sabihin ba na in effect na rin po yung one-year ban? At sa one-year ban na yan, ay pwede pa po bang hindi na pwede magsampa ng ibang kaso, ano po?
Tama po, na in line with the Supreme Court decisions na parang once it is referred to the Committee on Justice, deemed initiated na. And once it is initiated, it bars any other impeachment complaint from being filed for a period of 1 year.
So what about additional evidence po? Yung mga
Additional
maghahabol
evidence.
ng ebidensya?
Pwede pa po. They're allowed naman to submit affidavits and evidences during the determination na po of whether it is to be considered an impeachment articles na po. Meaning, pag may form and substance na po, then we will be setting a date po where they can submit additional affidavits and with evidences po to support their claims na impeachable offense nga yung inakusa nila.
Ano po ang aasahan natin ngayon sa pagtalakay po ng inyong komite? Dahil po sa pagsasaad po ng mga naghain mismo ng mga complaints na ito, karamihan po sa kanilang mga ebidensya ay mga testimonya. Ano po, corroboration, which is also testimony from another human being. Paano po ang what will constitute something that is actually impeachable? Sa inyo pong opinion?
Well, medyo broad po kasi yung ibang grounds for impeachment. Lalo na po yung betrayal of public trust, no? Yun na ground po. Medyo that's really broad. So that would now depend on ano din yung understanding at appreciation ng members of the committee whether or not yung recital of facts as indicated in the impeachment complaint is sufficient para maging impeachable offense nga as determined by the Committee on Justice.
So meaning, aside from testimony, mas mainam pa rin po kung may resibo, may trail, at meron pong malinaw na pagkakasangkot ng kanilang inaakusahan.
Tama po, mas better po kung may ganun. Kasi mahirap din po kung puro testimony lang, it's gonna be his word against the word of the accused or the respondent. Mas mabuti po kung may actual na resibo kung sinasabi nga nila.
Mas mainam po ba sa inyong opinion na ang Pangulo po mismo, ang akusado, ay dumalo sa pagdinig?
Well, technically, option niya pong mag-attend or not to. In fact, even if he does not give an answer po to the impeachment complaint, it is deemed denied agad eh. Basta, ang importante lang po is he's given the opportunity to present po his answer if he so desires to present his answer.
Sir, can you imagine the timeline?
Well, as I've heard the chairperson say, na in Senate niya na February 2, 3, and 4 are the dates that we will be conducting hearings to determine the sufficiency in form and substance.
I see. Would there be a defense? Sorry po, hindi ko po alam yung actual proceedings. Kung meron pong
Ayun.
nag-aakusa, sino po ang dedepensa?
Well, the person who is accused would be required to file his answer. Kaya nga kanina sabi ko, he has the option to file an answer or not. Now, so ang trial proper naman is still going to be at the Senate. Right now, we are just trying to determine kung tama ba yung final at impeachable offense ba yung inakusa sa kanya para gawa ng articles of impeachment that will be transmitted to the Senate.
I see. So, everyone will be in attendance in this trial in the lower house.
Just the members of the Committee on Justice po. I think there are 38 of us plus yung mga ex officio na officers po ng House of Representatives like the deputy speakers at saka deputy majority leaders.
And how will the one-third vote come into play kung kayo lamang po ang titingin po sa lahat ng ebidensya?
The one-third vote will come after the Committee on Justice determines that it is sufficient in form and substance and transmit its report to the plenary. Yung plenary naman po will approve the report by one-third vote. Kung i-approve nila, then yun na po ang ita-transmit to the Senate as the articles of impeachment.
I see. So may opinion po ba kayo tungkol sa mga numero? Sabi nga po nila, it's a political exercise that requires numbers. And sa ngayon po, mas marami po ang kakampi ng administrasyon.
That's true po na it's a political game, but I think for in my personal opinion po, I think it's best to focus on the process, not on the politics. Lalo na po na we're also trying to redeem the image of the House of Representatives. So as much as possible, we would try to set politics aside and maybe decide based on the law and our conscience.
Based on the evidence also, tama po. Okay.
Yes, madam.
Last question po, yung kakayanin po ba ng Kamara o ng Taong Bayan, yung pagtalakay po ng impeachment ng Pangulo, sasabay pa yung impeachment move against the Vice President?
Well, hindi po, we cannot deny that it's gonna be disruptive in a sense kasi these are the two highest officers of the land, no? But it is a process that is enshrined in our Constitution and we just have to go through it po.
Ayun. Okay. So abangan po natin ang susunod na kabanata. Maraming salamat sa inyong oras. House Justice Committee Vice Chairman Jonathan Keith Flores. Manatiling nakatutok sa Bilyonaryo News Channel. Sumubaybay sa aming social media accounts at mag-subscribe sa aming YouTube channel para sa mga bago at eksklusibong balita.